Hit the turn, flip the bird, bust a bitch, make him swerve. Bang into the curb. Oh, word, we absurd. Got that fire, we can burn.
240 pounds, John Cena! And from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 241 pounds, he is the World Heavyweight Champion, the Rated R Superstar,
And again, the rules of this triple threat matchup. Edge is the champion, but does not have to be involved in the decision to lose that title. First man to gain pinfall or submission will become World Heavyweight Champion.
And we have WWE fans from all over the world here at WrestleMania, and then what a contingency here from Canada, obviously.
And also watching in 68 countries worldwide, 15 different languages, airing live for the first time in Mexico and Israel tonight. And let's not forget, WrestleMania being broadcast to our armed forces in 176 countries and 200 Navy ships at sea.
Man.
JR's strategy for this triple threat matchup, as you see the power and dominance of Big Show early.
Well, that certainly is not the suggested strategy. The thing about it is the most impressive guy coming in this match, momentum-wise, is a Big Show. You mentioned it earlier. A knockout victory over Edge, a knockout victory over Cena.
Look, JR, maybe a little collusion going on here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any time for negotiation.
No, not at all. Because I think the Big Show remembers that Edge proposed the same deal. That'll raise your voice a few octaves. Oh!
That will affect the love triangle without question. And certainly this match, as far as Cena, or excuse me, Edge, the champion, and the #1 contender, the Big Show's concerned, is partially about our general or acting general manager, at least on Raw.
Yes, you're right.
We're lucky to have her full time in this match.
Oh, wait, Cena and Big Show with a big boot, 22-5E to be exact. Well, this match could change so quickly, JR. Big Show fires that one quick right handoff.
Oh, and there it was, except it was into the midsection.
He's knocked both Edge and Cena out in recent weeks.
Yeah, that's what we documented. In fact, that the Big Show can change the whole complexion of the match with those right hands. Right list, quite honestly.
Absolutely crushed the breath out of you by standing on you as he did there to John Cena.
Vicky, good nephew, Chavo, wheeling her around.
She's being wheeled past the...
She's looking at the carnage.
Yes.
She's,
hey, listen, Vicky brought this on herself. Remember, she named Big Show the #1 contender first off against her husband Edge. Then John Cena got involved with the whole blackmail prank when they caught Big Show and Vicky screwing around. So, Vicky brought this on herself.
I see Vicky over there rubbernecking. Oh!
more power by the Big Show.
She just drove by a car wreck there.
Looks like one.
Looking at her husband.
The expression on the face of the Big Show hasn't changed this match started. Well, it did there. And he has been dominant since the get-go. But this could be the opening for Cena. The big man eliminated. And what this does is buy Cena time with both his opponents outside the ring.
Well, that was an innovative move. Edge drop kicking the ring steps right into the knees of the Big Show.
Watch out here, boys.
And Cena driving his leg off the top. And Cena putting his own body at risk with that high-risk maneuver.
Remember last week on Monday Night Raw, Edge implored Cena to join forces with him to take out the Big Show in this match. Cena says, I'm not doing it. But maybe the best course of action and strategy.
The irony here is that Edge is back in the driver's seat.
Watch this and...
Golly. Amazing impact from a
We've already
dangerous height.
You talked about Edge imploring Cena to take out the Big Show. We've already seen Edge implore the Big Show here tonight to take out Cena. You can't trust Edge.
Every man for himself. We do know this. We do know that. Oh, look at Cena going for the attitude adjustment. Edge. Counter. Oh, and get the ultimate opportunist. Take advantage. Cover. World title on the line, and Cena kicks out at 2.
Nice job by Edge. Hitting that DDT and then hooking both legs to try to keep the powerful John Cena down. And the sun just got blocked out for another Big Show's.
Yeah, that was not an eclipse. That was not an eclipse, man. That was Big Show walking.
Whoa. Hard right hands by Cena.
Who does not realize the Big Show's back in the ring.
Well, they just been reintroduced. A side slam.
Will Show be the champion? No.
Remember the structure of the rules. Big Show beating John Cena is as good as Big Show beating the champion Edge.
And Big Show has singled out the rib cage and the back of John Cena throughout the early part of this matchup. With the right and left hands, and then putting the full force of his body on his ribs, and their side slam there.
The Cena fight back. Cena can throw some body shots of his own. Nobody's right hand or as debilitating as Big Show's.
Oh, hey! Who the Charles? Oh! Vicky's nephew gets the attitude adjustment.
Well, that'll change the nephew's attitude, all right. And maybe eliminate him from the process. The world's largest athlete at 485, all tied up with nowhere to go.
Yeah, Big Show in big trouble now.
And this turns this match into a one-on-one affair. The big man's taken out of the equation. And John Cena's rolling.
Cena needs to be opportunistic here and now. Pull the trigger, John.
Big Show is absolutely helpless. All he can do is yell.
Or bellow.
Yeah. Remember when Cena was locked in the ropes like that, then he got knocked out by the Big Show.
Right in front of the Big Show.
Cena may be about to knock out Big Show.
Vicky!
What happened? She just been touched by an angel.
Yes!
Oh my God!
Edge speared Vicky. Chavo broke the fall.
Edge inadvertently speared his wife again.
And now John Cena wants to take advantage. New champion, no.
Big Show can't do anything but watch as the champion Edge and John Cena collide.
Big Show screaming at the referee to get him out of here. Watch out, Vicky.
Well, there's no doubt that Edge was aiming for John Cena. John Cena smartly moving out of the way. Vicky Guerrero and her nephew Chavo taking the blood of that spear.
The problem here is Edge and Cena are down, and the Big Show is angry.
And the Big Show is loose.
There is no one more physically imposing in the WWE, obviously, than the Big Show.
Like a freight train coming at you.
Ooh! Ow! Or a frying pan to the chest.
Oh!
Ooh! It's one of those hasty baked ovens. That's a big hand.
Uh-oh. Near 500 pounds.
At the end, we may just be about a minute or two away from having a new champion crown. Named by the name of the Big Show.
Both challengers in trouble. But only one gets the choke slam. Cena countered, and John Cena goes for the attitude adjustment.
Oh my God.
Has a 500-pounder up, and there's a right hand. Cena is knocked out, literally.
Cena caught right on the chin with a thunderous, malignant right after picking up the Big Show.
From out of nowhere, the right hand drove Cena out of the ring. Cena may be out cold, and Big Show turns his focus to the champion Edge.
Get him back to the ring. still in shock at this, that John Cena was able to pick up the Big Show, but then
Oh, look out here. Look out here.
And Edge counters.
Big Show glanced over at the Spanish announce table, famous last words, and in that instant that he did, Edge was able to counter.
The opportunistic Edge takes advantage yet again. And now it's the champion who's in control.
Edge has both of his opponents in really bad shape, maybe unconscious, but they're both outside the ring.
Well, Big Show did the damage to Cena. Cena's out of the picture for the moment.
And you know, just a reminder, in a triple threat match, there's
no countouts.
No countouts or disqualification.
Pinfall or submission, only way to win it.
I like this. There's got to be a winner.
Big
Hey, look at this.
Like this.
Oh, through the barricade.
Good gosh, right through the security wall, right on the concrete. They didn't land in a lazy boy out there. These two men landed in concrete.
Anybody out there hurt? Anybody other than Edge and Big Show?
You can say what you want about Edge, about his tactics, but he has a wild side. He's got a mean streak.
No kidding.
And he shows it here.
Watch Edge diving into the Big Show, and the body weight of the Big Show just takes that entire restraining wall out.
Well, Edge is a man who made a career in table, ladders, and chairs matches. The innovator.
And we made it clear earlier tonight that the Big Show admits to 485.
Look at Cena.
He may be bigger. Cena got the knockout earlier by the Big Show.
And did you notice, JR? Edge was trying to drag Big Show out of that area. He couldn't move the 500-pound frame, so Edge has now turned his attention to the knocked out Cena.
Well, it shows that Edge hasn't lost all of his intelligence.
Doesn't matter who you pin.
No, absolutely not.
Shoots the half, Edge going for the victory here. Hooks the leg, Cena's out cold, and Cena out instinct kicks out.
That's just instincts right there. Edge needs to. We talked about John Cena earlier pulling the trigger when the Big Show was tied up in the ropes. Here's the ultimate opportunity for the champion to end this here now.
Lying in wait. Feels the spear. John Cena felt it coming. Cena! STF! STF!
This is it!
A step over into the crossface. John Cena looking to return to the promised land.
Edge may have to tap.
Edge, who took the world title from John Cena in an elimination chamber, no way out. May have no way out of the STF.
Oh! Edge just inches away from that bottom rope, and Cena pulls him back in. Just when Edge thought he was out, Cena pulls him back in.
Edge desperately clawing and scratching.
Edge almost pulled.
Hey, Big Show!
Oh, Big Show's back.
Oh, Big Show made Edge made it. Make sure Edge made it to the ropes. To save the matchup for himself.
Big Show with that massive hand. He wears a size 22 ring, ladies and gentlemen. Does the Big Show. Put that big hand right around Cena's throat. Didn't take long to get Cena warmed up.
Whoa, this is nearly a quarter a ton.
He's gonna squash Edge!
That's just a biscuit or two under 500 pounds, almost mashing Edge into oblivion.
Anybody's ball game in this triple threat matchup for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Cena front face locking the Big Show. What's he gonna do?
No way. Cena, I know you're strong, but I don't think anybody is capable of suplexing. Whoa,
Look at this.
Yeah, but if you work in tandem, it can happen.
A cooperative effort, believe it or not, inadvertently perhaps, with Cena got some unexpected help from Edge. Cena didn't appreciate it either.
He told Edge last week he doesn't trust him.
And nor should Cena. trust Edge.
Oh, well, wait a minute.
But the smartness and the intelligence.
Oh, did you feel that?
That's opportunity. Opportunity knocked.
It will be
the foot.
the ultimate opportunity taken again, but no.
It was smart for Cena and Edge to get on the same page and eliminate the Big Show. But Cena then blinked.
Yeah, you got to immediately start watching your back. And here's the cooperation.
And watch the blink.
And here's the separation. Oh.
That was a quick divorce. With the strength of John Cena.
Oh!
Cena with that blockbuster driving Edge's face right into the canvas. Again, so many things John Cena does. Just high velocity, high impact.
He's just gritty and determined. John Cena
Look at that.
Big Show from behind it and speared Cena in midair.
Big Show, I'm sure, didn't intend for Edge to hit the spear.
But whether he meant to or not, Cena rolled out of harm's way for the moment.
But it only takes 3 seconds to end this thing. That's what Edge is looking for. He's looking for 3.
Oh, and Big Show again saves the matchup for himself.
Back and forth these guys go. Look at it. You're right. All Big Show was doing was trying to shove Cena off that top rope. Edge somehow hit that spear.
You just can't let the Big Show regain his physical dominance. When Big Show's out of the ring, it's anybody's ball game. When Big Show's in the ring, I think it's the Big Show's ball game.
But neither Edge or Cena have been able to take advantage of those times Big Show's been down and out.
Edge with a sleeper. Trying to get the sleeper locked in.
This is one way to put Big Show out. If Edge can
Sleeper knows no size limits.
You get your...
Oh my God. No, you gotta be kidding me.
Lord.
Oh. John Cena had both men up, and there's the attitude adjustment to the Big Show.
How does Cena? Now Cena.